Guys, check it out, the new Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker action figure. Let's review this guy. Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Boba7772, and today we're going to be doing a review of Star Wars The Black Series number 21, Luke Skywalker. So without further ado, let's get started. Before I start filming, I just want to do disclosure that is not a helpless baby inside my house crying. That would be this dog. They tend to do that, and it can get mistaken for baby cries and whatnot, which is why I point it out every time he sits by the door. Hey, come right here, bud. So yeah, let's go over the packaging of this first, because, you know, Black Series packaging, basic, but I like it. So luckily these aren't falling off the cards as bad anymore. So Star Wars The Black Series number 21 Luke Skywalker, it's got its nice black, white, and orange card here. Slight orange, and then we go to the back here. And it's obviously the Dagobah Luke, and it's guided by a message from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Luke flies to the planet Dagobah to continue his Jedi training with a mysterious Jedi Master named Yoda. Now here's the picture. You can see a crease on the card. That's because I got dog food while I got this, and the moron put this in the cart, or in the sack, before the dog food, so the dog food like bent the card, which would have sucked. If I wanted it carded, I would have totally gone back and be like, your employee bent this card, putting it in the bag, blah blah blah. So just, you know, kind of warning, if you guys are collecting carded and going and buying dog food and whatnot with your toys, then I would like ask them to put the figure in last, or to hold the figure or whatnot. So all in all, a pretty cool packaging, basic packaging. As you can see, the accessories, it comes with the lightsaber, two lightsabers, one is activated, one is not activated, a blaster, and then alternate hands, one for each hand. So let's open this bad boy up and see what he's all about. Alright, now we have the figure opened, and as you can kind of see, doesn't stand on his hands too well, which was one of the main reasons I bought this, but I'll get into that in a moment. So this figure is not as great as I thought he would be. Granted, he wasn't a perfect pitch figure to begin with, but still. So before anything, let's go over his super articulation here. And he'll probably keep falling over if I don't fix his arms back to normal. So, articulation for this Luke is a ball-jointed head that rotates around 360 degrees, shoulders that rotate around 360 degrees, a ball-hinged kind of second shoulder part that rotates 360 degrees and comes up, double hinged elbows, I believe that's what this one's called. So that's what it looks like. You can obviously see what it does. And then his hands are just a peg that can go ahead and pop out, but they rotate around 360 degrees, and these flat hands will bend up and down, and the hands that have a gripping action to them will go side to side. Now he has articulation in his waist that is 360 degrees. His legs will rotate out like this, and they also go around 360 degrees like this. His knees rotate backwards, but are kind of restrained because of the outfit, as you can see. So that's about as far as it'll go, and then rotates around 360 degrees. And then the feet rotate backwards like this, or down like this, and around 360 degrees. I believe they go around 360 degrees. No. Oh, I guess they don't. Well, they kind of do. Here. I guess that one of my feet was just stiff and stuck. So you can do this. Well, my hand's in the way no matter what I do. Here, it goes like this. There we go. So that's how it rotates around 360 degrees. Now, this figure, the accessories he comes with are the two alternative hands, both lightsabers, and a blaster. Now, I have a nitpicky thing, and probably something good to say about each accessory. So first of all, he's not wanting to stand. I should have brought a peg out here for him. But you can remove his hands and put the gripping hands in. So the gripping hands can hold the lightsaber, which is Anakin's lightsaber here. And it's kind of small. Here, I'll show it before I put the lightsaber in. It's kind of a small closed grip. Kind of reminds me of a female figure's hand. Should probably clarify on that. Because they're usually a bit smaller and kind of like that, which is more or less bothersome. But here he is holding that, and then there's his hand. So the gripe about the flat hands is one of the reasons I really wanted to pick this up, is because the flat hands are supposed to be able to make him stand, do a headstand, which I kind of demonstrated at the beginning of this video. However, he was falling down, and I know I'm doing this video outside, which is where I do my reviews, but it is at a place that is not windy whatsoever. It's completely surrounded, and even at that, there's no wind happening at all. Not a windy day today. So the wind isn't knocking him over, it's just the figure isn't staying up. And it might just be my figure, I don't know. But that's one thing I don't like. Another thing, you know, that closed hand on the left hand there. If we look here, let me put the other hand in real quick, and then put the lightsaber there, because he kind of holds it better in this hand. So nice. He can even two-hand it if you really want, I guess. If I can do this. Really gets the feel of the original trilogy lightsaber battles in. However, he doesn't really fight anyone with this, except for the Vader hallucination in the cave. In this outfit anyway. So another thing with the blaster. I like the blaster itself, it's just that it does not really fit in the holster all the way through. As you can see, there's kind of an open point down here. However, it is not cut wide enough for the blaster tip to go through, so the blaster just kind of hangs out. Wow, he's not wanting to stand. Hangs out kind of loose, and it feels like it's gonna fall, and it just looks kind of funny. To me anyway, it does, which I don't like, but he can hold the blaster fairly well. And it kind of bends the tip too, which sucks. I might have to modify that to cut it, to make it a bit bigger so that the tip of the gun can fit into the hole of the blaster carrier. So I'm just going to leave that out because it keeps spinning and I don't want it to break. Now if we take the lightsaber out of his hand, let's look at the last accessory here. It's this lightsaber, which I'll show you guys after I get Luke to stand. Good. He'll probably fall over. Yeah. Here, let's try to... I unstiffened one of his feet, so maybe that can be good in making him stand properly. Luke, why you do this to me? Okay, it looks like he's gonna stand now. So next we have the actual lightsaber that is not activated. So you can see it's just the Anakin Skywalker design. We have it a million times. It's got a peg here to peg onto him. If it wants to focus, come on. Okay, so there's a peg there to peg onto him, and then the kind of black paint job along with the nice sculpting of the lightsaber. And then you can look inside here, and it's like one of those sabers to where you can, with the removable blade. So I'm sure that if you have a removable blade, you can put it in here. However, he does not have a peg hole on his belt. He just has this little thing sticking out here. Right here, so you can't put the lightsaber peg it in, which is kind of unfortunate, but you can just stick it on like that, and it does stay fairly well. I say that and it fell, but it fell because I was moving it at such a speed, but it does stay on fairly well, so that isn't the biggest, you know, complaint I have about this. So it is a minor complaint I do have, because it does at least give me an uneasy feeling that the lightsaber is going to fall off and get loose, and it's not pegged in securely. So that sucks. And he does not want to stand. Yeah, that's my biggest complaint about this figure. Won't stand on his hands, won't stand on his feet. Gonna need to get a stand for him. Maybe even drill holes in his hand. No, I'm joking, I won't do that. That would just completely ruin it. But here's his open hand here for a closer view. You can see the wrinkles in the hand and whatnot. It looks really nice. I really like how they sculpted these. And each hand is different too, how they sculpted them. So it's really nice. It looks really cool. The figure himself, and the lightsaber fell off, of course. The detailing on the figure himself is awesome. The sculpting looks great, minus the arms. The arms look terrible. But the legs, the body, and the face look like absolutely superb. I mean, look at the face and tell me that is not Mark Hamill. I think it looks good anyway. It looks really cool. I like this version of him. I don't have this version yet, at least not a Hasbro one. I have a Kenner one, but that's like really outdated, so I needed this. The arm part is kind of funny to look at. That is one of the reasons I bought him, though, not because the arm part looks funny, but just because it is really well articulated, so I'm not going to take points off of that for this figure. However, now getting to the rating of the figure, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 5. It has so many flaws, including he does not stand well, and the gun holster with the gun holster itself does not go through. I'm gonna have to go and modify that myself, which I hate modifying figures because I like to usually leave them how they are unless I'm just completely customizing them, but I'm gonna have to modify him somewhat, which sucks because the Luke and the Marge 8 of the Black Series, who knew, right? But all in all, he's a cool figure. I really do like him. The lightsabers on the belt, another kind of flaw, but I can get over that. I just don't see why they did it. I mean, I kind of see why they did what they did instead of a peg, because this is how it looks like in the movie itself. However, if they were to go ahead and do that, I wish that they would have done kind of like a boxed in square thing instead of this little peg and the lightsaber, so that it could just kind of snag on and actually stay, but they didn't do that, so that's disappointing. So 3 out of 5, but this is one of the only Black Series figures I've gotten in a while. So would I recommend getting this Luke? If you're a fan of it, if you're a fan of Luke, if you're a fan of the movies like this and you just want him, you know, sure, why not? Like, why not get Luke? He's a cool character. If you are, you know, a fan of this articulation, that'd be cool too. If you don't care about all the floss I just said, then yeah, go ahead and pick him up because he is a really nice figure. However, if you're kind of like a collector like I used to be, like only getting the best of the best, the coolest of the cool, he may not exactly be the figure for you, though he is kind of a new style of figure. So that's about it. I got him for $9.99 at Target. They had him and Tanya Farr and Yoda and Vader and all of them. So that's pretty much my review on him. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye.